my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we could.
Welcome back. Now we're going to be going through some beginner level exercises for the neck and upper back. These are both strengthening and stretching exercises. A few of them will be in sitting, laying down, and even in standing. So the first ones we're going to go through are going to be in a sitting position, hands in your lap. There'll be stretches for your neck. So the first one, you just want to tilt your head to the side, and you should feel a really nice stretch along this side. Sometimes you might feel like your shoulders coming up, so you can hold down on the side of your chair or wherever you're sitting, and that will give you a deeper stretch. Again, we're repeating both of these side to side, holding for 5, 10, 15 seconds. You can even hold up to 30 if you'd like, but just kind of listening to your body, seeing what feels good, just providing yourself with a really good stretch. Another way to make this a little bit more difficult is if you bring your head down to your side, you can use your hand and just apply a little bit of pressure to give yourself an even deeper stretch. And again, you can switch sides and do it with the other arm as well. You should feel a really nice stretch through this area. Good. The next exercise will be very similar. We're gonna bring your ear down to your shoulder, but then you're gonna look down at the armpit. Again, you can do this with your hands in your lap or holding on to the side, whatever you want to make sure that you feel that really good stretch along the back, outside side of your neck. Again, you can use your hand on the other side, to give yourself a really good stretch, and you really want to be looking at the opposite armpit. Just like that. Good. The next stretch will be also in this sitting position. We're gonna put our hands on the back of our head and just apply a little bit of downward pressure to give yourself a good stretch along the back side of your neck. Again, holding for 10, 15, 30 seconds, giving yourself a good stretch, and then coming back up to relax. The next exercise that we're going to do is called a chin tuck. So the purpose of this exercise is to really strengthen those deep neck flexors to allow for a better positioning of your neck. Often when we sit at a computer all day, when we have kind of poor posture, we tend to fall into a really forward head posture. This is going to work to reverse that. So what you want to think about when you're doing this exercise is to push your chin down. Think about giving yourself a double chin, holding it for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and coming back up. And back down. Good. And back up. As you can see, her head is going down straight into the mattress that you're laying on the floor. If you're laying on the floor, you really want to push just straight back down and come up. Good. The next exercise will be with a band. It'll work on, again, bringing those shoulders back and working on those postural muscles. Often when we have neck and upper back pain, it's because of that poor posture and poor sitting position. So we're gonna use a band. We're gonna hold over here. And the purpose of this, the goal of this is to really bring your arms to the side and slowly come back up and back down. The bands vary in color. Yellow bands are the easiest, with blue being the hardest. If you're unsure where to start, it's always easier to start with the easier band and work your way up, or just use the band that your therapist provided to you in therapy. And one more time. Good.
Just like the movies, I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just.
This last exercise is a great shoulder and upper back stretch. So for this, you want to lay on one side with your feet and knees together and your hands together out in the front. The top arm is going to reach up and over to the opposite side, and you want to follow with your eyes as far as you can go, and then bring it back to the center. Again, this exercise you can repeat 10 to 15 times, really focusing on getting that good stretch at the end. One more time. One more time. Very good. Perfect. And as we do with all the other exercises, always great to switch and perform it on the other side, just to make sure that you're working on the mobility on both sides of your spine and both arms and shoulders. Okay. The last exercise in this series is going to be a row. So the easiest way to do this at home is to attach it on the inside of a door and then close the door. It'll allow some tension on the band so that you're not, ruining your doors or ruining anything in your house. So this is the best way to do it at home. The goal of this exercise is to pull the band and to squeeze your shoulder blades in the back. And then you can relax forward and again, pull and squeeze in the back. It doesn't have to be a big movement, but the goal is to use all of these posture muscles to get yourself in a good position, right? When we were talking about neck and upper back problems, often they all start because of poor positioning, right? We want to open up the chest, really squeeze in the back, keep the head in a good position, and avoid hiking your shoulders. So Anya's doing a great job, just bringing her elbows back ever so slightly, and then going back into a relaxed position.
You and me so close.